What is up, guys? Welcome. Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this, guys. Happy freaking, Wednesday? How about this? Happy all-time high Bitcoin day, guys. That's what we're going to call it. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It is Wednesday, so the half the week is already pretty much past us. Let's get into it, guys. Welcome, Bullish, Jay. Twan's in the house. TJ, Khalil, what's going on, guys? Welcome. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. What a crazy night we had last night. If you guys didn't catch it, obviously we were streaming for the beginning of the election as of yesterday. Really at that point didn't know who was going to win necessarily, but we could see that the markets were, just curling up, wanting to make a move, whether it was going to be towards the up or towards the down. And obviously, you guys already know what we saw as of yesterday. We saw a massive run yesterday, making new all-time highs, guys. Bitcoin, as of now, all-time high, $76,500 freaking dollars, guys. $76,000. Can you freaking just comprehend that? We have been talking about this for how long? How long have we been talking about this, guys? Right? Going through all that bad. Not saying that, it's over with. It's just we're going straight up from here. But we've been talking about this. We've been saying that, we are definitely going to see new all-time highs. We're going to definitely see more movement towards the upside. And I still do believe that this is just the beginning of what we're going to see, right? So stick with this today. We're going to go over a couple of things. Did you guys notice the FOMC meeting was supposed to be today, and they actually moved it to tomorrow, right? So that's, another thing we're going to deal with tomorrow, but hopefully everything turns out to be good like we're expecting with the FOMC meeting. So cheers, guys. This is just cheers to the whole community. Salute to everybody that held, right? And just going through all this stuff, and finally you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But not that light. Not like you're like, it's the end. It's just the beginning, right? Larry said, I do have to say I told you so. I was off by 2.5 hours. I knew. Rodney, what's going on, brother? Twan, thank you, brother, for the $10 super chat. Said, glad the election is over. Let's make money, fellas. Hell yeah. Definitely agree with that, bro. I'm so happy that, like I told you guys yesterday, regardless of who won, I just wanted it to get over with, right? So we can just get the uncertainty out of there, so we can just continue to move. So I 100% agree with you, Twan. Thank you so much for the support, brother, and thank you for the $10 super chat. I really do appreciate that, guys. Jay said major gains. Well, let's just jump into this. There's some big movers today. We're definitely gonna take care of some stuff here. So again, Bitcoin. Right now, sitting at around 75,750. You can see, as of now, a couple things. All-time high. I'm going to have to actually move this all-time high because this just happened recently, right? I'm going to have to, let's move this all-time high. We're going to, bro, so look at these three lines have been today, right? And I keep basically, because every time we make an all-time high, I'm going to make sure we mark it, right? Because it's most likely, we're going to hit that all-time high. We're going to eventually get rejected. We're in price discovery mode every time we hit all-time highs, right? So we're going to hit those all-time highs, however it be, and we're going to basically get rejected, come back down slightly, right? We're going to find some support, and then hopefully we're going to keep doing what we're doing as far as retesting these all-time highs and breaking them, right? So as of today, first all-time high was 75.4. Then earlier, or a little bit after that, 75.8. And then you guys can see 76.5. as of now becoming our all-time high. So a couple things with that. You can see as of now, obviously, like I said, we're going to find these price discovery spots, aka all-time highs. We're going to hit them, right? We're going to get rejected because people are going to take profits. It's just regardless, they're going to take profits. But I will tell you, if you know anybody that's been shorting the market, I would do a wellness check on them. Just check on them and just make sure everything's okay. If they're like in any high rises or anything like that, get them out of there because if anybody's been short in the market, they are absolutely getting wrecked. And it's just not like okay, they got wrecked. No, if they keep just throwing in like, okay, now we're going to go down, wrecked. All right, no, it's got to come down now, wrecked. So just make sure you check out for anybody that's doing leverage trading right now that's absolutely shorting the market, check on them. I would just check on them. Do a wellness check. So right now, it looks like we're finding some support around the 75,890, 75,900 area, somewhere around. Actually, I'm looking at the price where we're finding support. Yeah, somewhere a little bit below 75.8 is pretty much what I'll say. We're pretty much finding support as of right now. So looking good. We could easily, come down a little bit on you, because you can see for today, even as of earlier, guys, remember we hit our head making all-time highs at 75.4, and we actually, got rejected, obviously, and we came down to about 72.7, only to continue to keep moving up, right? So we can easily see this play out where it looks like we're getting rejected. We're going to come back down to retest some of these levels, and then we just continue to move. Right now, very, very bullish sentiment right now. Very bullish, obviously, given, what of a hell of a night that we had last night with the elections and stuff like that. Like I told you guys, I told you both scenarios, right? I said if one person was going to win, the person that won was going to be it was going to be just initial bullishness, right? If we saw the other person win, we were going to see a sell-off. 100%, we were going to see a sell-off, but I was still anticipating Bitcoin to kind of get to the same spot within the next few weeks, because regardless of who wins, Bitcoin's going to do good. Obviously, we wanted the candidate that was going to be a little bit more pro-crypto, and, now he has to prove to us, right, everything that he said in regards to really wanting to see crypto move, within the States and just period as a market, right? So definitely that's why we're seeing the markets, just rallying right now. So Bitcoin 75,900 right now, so looking great. Hopefully we can continue to make some new all-time highs as of tonight. Asian market comes through and starts jumping in on and piling in on it. Looking at the crypto space as a whole, really the top 100 projects, absolutely green across the board, guys. This is probably the first time I can ever say, looking at the crypto bubbles, that there's not anything that is in the red right now in the top 100. Nothing. Not even a small little bubble. Nothing that I'm trying to look as I'm saying this. Nothing right now. So, looks good. You can see that the market right now is just absolutely bullish. Absolutely bullish right now. You guys let me know any plays that you guys have been in. I told you guys last night, quick update. Remember last night, if you guys remember, I was stressed. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, guys, what do I do? I was like, what do I do? Look at RTR, guys. Did you guys, if you were here last night, we had a big poll. We had like 30 people jump in on the poll. And basically, I told you guys, whatever you guys say, whatever the poll leans to, I'm going to do, right? So if you guys remember, the poll said basically, it was like 60-40, I want to say. 60% telling me to take profits. So I ended up taking profits. Now, I'm not mad at you guys, right? I sold too early. I sold somewhere around the 15, 16 area. I don't remember exactly, right? But look at the gains that I missed, guys. Look at the gains that I missed. And I knew this was going to happen, right? And it just it took off. It absolutely took off another like 100% after I sold. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But what a freaking night last night. I'm glad that I was able to make money off of the election, right? I didn't put any money in Polymarket or anything like that, but I threw money on the candidate basically that I thought was going to win, right? And it was through RTR. And you guys know this is technically affiliated with Trump, right? Not really affiliated as in like directly, but the project claims to be somewhat affiliated with Trump. So it was going to run or dump depending on what the last night election was going to be. So thank you guys for you guys, if you jumped in on the poll. I'm not mad, right? Because definitely made some money. I always tell you guys, you can sit there and you can beat yourself up about, oh my God, I sold too early. But at the same time, like I told you, I doubled my money basically, right? And I had a freaking bag in there at the time. So I doubled up. I'm not mad at it. I didn't lose any sleep over it. I was like, hell yeah. I saw that once it shot up, I saw the top and I was like, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. We're never going to be able to time the top. But my philosophy is I made some good money, right? Doubled my money off of that play. Now I can just jump in on another opportunity. You're always going to get more opportunities. That's the freaking the best thing that's with crypto, right? Is that you're always going to get another opportunity, right? Now I'm not going to go chasing anything, but at the same time, I'm just going to have that liquidity now to where I can now have double that liquidity in that certain that portfolio, you know, that I can just play with now. Not even play with, no Diddy, but, you know, just freaking, you know, jump in on something else that I know is going to blow. So we got to keep an eye wherever Flip is. Flip's going to come in here soon and probably start telling us some good plays. Keep an eye on Flip. All right, that's all I'm going to tell you. Keep an eye on Flip. Jay said, let's get this paper. Fetch AI, Bitcoin, JASMY to the moon, also XRP. Old said, hey, what's going on? Gene said, do you think Bitcoin will hit 100,000 by November? Gene, it very much could. We could be looking at a freaking $100,000 Bitcoin by the end of this month. We really could. That's not even far-fetched to say, right? Whatsoever. Everybody's telling me Moonwells is running. We're going to pull that up here in a second. Where is Gina? Where is Gina? I can see her. What are you talking about? Oh, Gina's in here. Gina's here. Art's asking me again if I'm in on KRC20 means. I'm not, bro. I am not. I'm not familiar with the ecosystem whatsoever. I'm definitely, you know, obviously, it's KASPA, I believe, right? Definitely, you know, up on KASPA, but I'm not in on the ecosystem at all. I know, I'm missing out. I know. Crypto Law said, sorry, bro, I told you so. Listen, I don't care, guys. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not upset. I promise you. I'm not going to look back and be like, oh, my God, I missed out. Because you know what? My Myro bag right now is taking off like crazy right now. Like I told you guys, I am not worried. I'm not worried. I set myself up, and I'm sure you guys did as well, right? When just a week ago, when it hit the fan, and we were down like crazy, I told you I was accumulating big bags at this double bottom right here, right? And we talked about this yesterday before the really big move, was a lot of these altcoins had formed a W pattern, right? And you can see clearly the W pattern on Myro. And this same thing, I believe, was on Bitcoin and all the, yeah, look, well, this was earlier. I'm trying to see. I'm pretty sure we saw a W pattern yesterday that we were talking about. But let me see. Didn't I deleted all my freaking drawings. Was this the W pattern? I remember drawing one, but I was like, it doesn't look as good on Bitcoin as far as like really in plain sight. But you can see the W pattern. This was yesterday when we were streaming, right? And then you can see right when, you know, the results were coming in, you saw that W pattern play out. And it was the same thing for pretty much every altcoin yesterday that we were pulling up. There was some were more clear than others as far as, you know, that W pattern. But, I mean, look at this. So I'm not going to be upset. Like I said, I appreciate you guys. I took your guys' advice, right, as far as selling, and I did it. I told you guys I was going to be a man of my word. And whatever you guys, you know, put in the poll, I was going to do. So, no Diddy on that one. No Diddy on that one. Let's pull up a couple projects, and we're going to jump in some stuff here, guys. But freaking you guys got to be happy right now. You guys got to be happy about this market, right? So, let's pull up some big movers. Right now, a couple things I want to pull up. Solana. Solana is ripping right now. And another thing that we pointed out yesterday is if you see on the 30-minute, we have this X. Right, we have this this crossover that basically formed as of today, pretty much. I thought we saw it yesterday, but I guess we saw it today. This beautiful crossover, pretty much indicating that we were going to see a nice move towards the upside. This is on the 30-minute right here, and you can see that 50 and 100-day crossed over, basically pointing to the sky. And you can see right now, Solana right now is basically trying to retest, come up to $190 right now. So looking absolute. XRP's starting to move. XRP starting to move. You can see the W pattern on XRP right here. Look at this. Right? You can see that W pattern. And I'm sure if we go through a lot of these projects, you're going to see the same thing. This was as of yesterday. We saw this W pattern as of the 2 days. In the last 2 days, we saw that W pattern form. And boom, taken off. Let's see here. ICP up 8%. Fetch AI. Look at this. Fetch. Same thing, guys. Look at this. Freaking same exact thing. Nice W pattern forming. Boom. Nice little takeoff. We saw Myro bunks up 20 freaking percent right now. Oh, and look at this. Shocker. A freaking W pattern. Look at that. Look at that beautiful W bottom. That double W bottom. That double bottom right there. JASMY. Look at Jasmy's probably the biggest mover right now on the damn. It is. Oh, Myro's at 21%. Look at Jasmy up 20.3% right now. And lo and behold, a W pattern that's formed. Absolutely ripping right now. Jasmy's is going. Jasmy broke above that 2 cent mark. We need to, I'm going to leave the fib retracement right there for right now. We'll move it back. we'll update this in a minute, but freaking just absolutely ripping right now. What a time to be alive, guys. And I really do mean it. I really do mean it. So, meme coins right now, other than like Jasmy, you have Bunk. We have Pepe up 15, almost 16%. Myro 21%. Let's see here. Ladies is underperforming right now, but don't worry. Ladies is gonna run. So don't worry. You can see W pattern on sloppy. Hold on here. Remove that. You can see a nice W pattern on MILADY as well. But MILADY's, she started to go on a nice big run, and you can see that she has since kind of she's been consolidating. If anything, we might even see somewhat of a bull flag that might have formed on MILADY, a small little bull flag. You know, I told you guys that I've been accumulating MILADY as well, so definitely not upset about it. I told you I honestly, I don't know where my average is now, because I did accumulate I didn't accumulate as much as I probably should have on this drop right here, because I was picking up a little bit more Myro. But I think my average is somewhere around like the 6.9 or the 70 area, so I'm slightly up on MILADY right now. Nothing too crazy, but I think she's just setting up for a big move. If this bull flag can play out, we'll start ripping. So, but meme coins right now are absolutely killing it. Let's pull up. I'm surprised no one's screaming out Mog. What's Mog doing right now? Look at that, Mog flirting with all-time highs coming up. Not far from all-time highs. Look at that. Look at Mog's W pattern. Look at this. Mog's W pattern hasn't even played out yet. That's kind of scary. Like Mog right now. If you're holding Mog, you should be paying attention. Look, so you're on Mog. You're about 10-11% away from all-time highs. Your freaking W pattern hasn't even played out yet. So you could easily see Mog. I mean, this thing could easily in the next day or two like be crazy up like 30-40% possibly. So definitely looks good, guys. The market looks absolutely great. And then looking at fear and greed index, this is as of yesterday, right? Because this is delayed. You can see fear and greed index right now sitting around that 62. So looking good. I had my chat on freeze real quick. I didn't even realize. I was like, no one's talking. Let me check out the chat real quick. Gina said, "Did I miss anything?" Nothing too crazy. Me just, being very happy for everybody. Talking about the me selling off yesterday on RTR. Let's see here. Twan saying a W pattern on MILADY. Definitely. Amor said, "My problem in 2021 was scared to sell too early. My problem in 2025 will be scared not to sell in time." Well, just stay. Amor, you're always here, bro. Obviously, I'm not throwing out no financial advice, but I will be sounding the alarms as much as I can, right? So, but I mean, you need to make sure you're just doing your own due diligence as far as, like just keeping an eye on the charts, right? Keeping an eye on the charts. So Gina said, "ORDI, please." I'll pull that up. And when, please? I'll pull ORDI up right now. Gina was asking, when am I going to pull up ORDI? So I'm going to pull it up right now. All right, Gina? Sheesh. Gina said ORDIs, and then she said when. Like, I'll do it right now. I'll pull it up right now. Yeah. Look at that W pattern right there on ordinals. So I'm telling you, we see if and when we see this $100,000 Bitcoin, ordinals is going to go ballistic. Mark my words. Ordinals is going to fly up to $100 in my opinion. Mark my words. Ricky said, if Crip says sell, wait a few hours. Oh, it's like that, Rick? It's like that? Sheesh. Art saying call and crab. Yeah, I saw that. They were up like crazy today. Let's go to our watch list real quick. This project's on my watch list. It's up 300%. This dropped like a week ago. Used cars killing it right now, up 48%. RBT, where's Flip at? Flip, where you at, buddy? Come on. Where are you at, buddy? Monkey shitting you. Up 30%. Crow is up 25%. I'm kind of pissed, bro. I forgot during the mix of everything. Remember I told you I had a bunch of call or a bunch of crow, and it's sitting there not doing anything, and I meant to throw it into call yesterday, and I didn't do it. I meant to throw it into call. Well, remember I told you I was waiting to that 30 mark, but yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw it in something. I was like, because the markets are probably gonna start running, and I didn't. But look at that, kind of a sloppy, but you can see this W pattern that formed for call as well. So nice, up 25% right now. Up 25% right now. What's going on, Jason? Ricky said you all didn't get your legal weed. I saw that, dude. It didn't pass. But you know what I forgot? In Florida, I don't know if it's in every state, but for you to overturn a law, you have to get 60% of the vote, right? So we've seen that before where you'll get like 55, 56%, which is majority, but if you don't get 60%, it doesn't get passed, right? So it is what it is. Like I told you, I don't particularly partake in those activities. So I mean, but I'm like, whatever, bro. Just freaking let those people do what they got to do, right? You know, I'm not against it whatsoever. All right, we all were in high school and college at one point, right? But you guys can see across the board on the watch list, there's literally only one. There's only one project right now that's on my watch list that's at in the red, right? But everything else has run. NFK is killing it too. NFK, our project, up 10% for today. Look at that. Did we get a W pattern? We did, guys. Look at that. We got a W pattern too. Take that. We got our W pattern, guys. We did it. Ricky says, where's Troy? I don't know, bro. Troy and Flip are not here today. What's going on? Jane said, can you check spell? Yeah, I'll pull up spell. Only because you asked nicely. Spell's moving. Now, I'm going to tell you this. We haven't pulled up spell. You can see, obviously, the fib retracement's all the way back here. We haven't pulled up spell, but look at this support level that we put well before any of this even happened, right? But look where it bounced. Bounced right on my support level at around the 46 right there. And these are the things that we go over during members-only streams. Right here is finding support levels, resistance levels, right? And if you'd have had this on your chart, obviously you would have to have some patience, right? But you could see that this was a big support level, and that was a big spot, in my opinion, to possibly jump in, you know, on spell. So you can see a nice move, a nice little bounce. But when you zoom out, you can see it's pretty much been consolidating to the side for a while. So let me fix this fib retracement real quick and see. All right, so we're looking at the daily right now, and like I said, pretty much that support level is at the bottom of this the fib retracement. So you can see we pretty much have found support at the bottom of the fib, which is somewhere around the 47 mark, but we haven't come back to retest the 786 whatsoever. It's a big move so I don't blame it. But for right now, I would pretty much put this as, obviously you're seeing these swings, but for now, I would say you're pretty much in a consolidation mode for right now as far as spell. You're seeing a nice little move towards the upside, but it hasn't really broke out as of now, right? And when you really zoom in on spell, this red line right here, this is a moving average. This is going to be your 50-day moving average, and look where it's hitting its head right now. So I'm not saying that you're about to go back down or anything, but it's going to be a big thing for you to break above this 50-day and find some support above the 50-day moving average. Once you can do that, I would say the next big spot for some resistance is going to be your 200-day moving average, which is this green line at the 67. If you can break above that, you're going to start taking off on spell. Spell, OG project been out, was out, doing really well in 2021. I remember buying here and there and selling. I remember buying at like the price where it's at right now and selling spell at like a little over a cent, right, during 2021. So, small market cap, this could easily move, and have a big move towards the upside. So, good luck with that, bro. Gina said it's Buy NFK Wednesday today. Yep, it is. It is. Hungry, what's going on, bro? Jane, no problem. Thank you. Hungry said he's patiently waiting for me, lady. I'm right there with you, G. I am right there with you. I was talking about earlier for MILADY particularly. I'll zoom in on the chart because I know we have madness all over this chart here. But, right now, a lot of meme coins are taking off, right? You can see, particularly like Myro, Bunk, Pepe, and I'm sure there's a handful of other ones that are taking off right now. There are a few that, have moved towards the upside, but are kind of, haven't taken off as much, right? And MILADY's going to be one of those where she hasn't really taken off like crazy. If anything, if you look at the 30-minute, we have this beautiful cross, right? Where we saw the cross, obviously, because we started taking off. But as of late, excuse me, this freaking IPA's making me burp. As of late, you guys can see that we were finding support on the 50-day moving average. And now we actually broke below the 50-day. When we zoom in on the 30-minute, you can see we are hitting our head on the 30-minute. Even though we are coming up as we hit our head, we haven't broke above the 50-day and stayed above it, in the last few hours. So, we'll see how this plays out. But I think the big thing that I'm looking at is this bull flag that's kind of played out on the small frame right here. And hopefully this plays out to where we'll start taking off. I think in due time, project like MILADY is going to see some big movement. So right now you're getting the bigger major meme coins that are getting a little bit more attention. Right now, those are going to be the ones that are moving. So let's pull up Dogecoin. Let's see if Doge is running right now. Not looking bad. Definitely not looking bad at all. Look how far it's been how long it's been since I pulled up a freaking fib retracement on Doge. The beginning of the year. You see that? Holy crap. It's been a while. It has been a while since we've pulled up a fib retracement on Doge. But definitely not looking bad. I'm surprised it's not running up a little bit more just because Elon has been with, Trump by his side. You would think, oh my God, that's it. They're changing the dollar for Doge. Everybody's going to start having to use Doge instead of the dollar. Right? Gina said, make sure you guys slap those likes. Make sure you guys hit those likes. I haven't been checking up on that. Let's jump into a couple things here and we'll get back to the charts. Right? So you're saying Ricky's saying make the moving average sticker. No diddy on that one. I will. I got you, Brody. Ricky said, remember Department of Government Efficiency? Check. Was that on DeFi? Did it shoot up like this yesterday? It did. Look at that. This is one of those projects, bro, where I would say, you know, like when you get a chance like this where it just shoots up freaking 100%, like, I mean, instantly, take the freaking, oh, shot up freaking 270%, bro. 270%. I hope you took profits on that, even though it probably would be so hard to catch the top, right? But I mean, shit, even if you call it halfway on that, that was a big move. So, hell yeah. That's awesome, dude. I'm still keeping an eye on RTR because now this is the sauce that I usually leave for the members, but you know we're all family here, so I am for RTR. I'm not done with RTR. I'm definitely going to be buying back in, right? So because I've actually picked up all these like swings, right? So I am looking to jump in on RTR, but I'm having patience, and I'm looking at somewhere around the 11 mark or below, right? So you gotta have patience, but anything around this 11 mark or below is pretty much if and when I'm going to be jumping back in on RTR. So just wanted to throw that out there. Ricky, you brought it up. What are you talking about? You brought it up yesterday. Look at this. Look at this swing real quick. Whew. I'm looking at myself on another screen. Look how bright my freaking... I have like a 50-inch... Not 50, it's like 40-something inch screen in front of my face, and it's like so bright. I need to change the lighting on the screen. But look at this, guys. So have you noticed the shift since yesterday? FOMC meeting was supposed to be today, right? It was actually supposed to be on the day of the election, right? And Jerome Powell wanted to move it because of the election, right? This was done a few weeks back. They moved it to yesterday. Well, for whatever reason, they moved it to today. They moved it from today to tomorrow, right? So, and what's crazy is what shifted. And nothing crazy, like nothing like I don't think it's really changed what's going to happen. But if you can see, as of yesterday, we were either calling for a 98% was calling for a quarter basis point, and there was like maybe a small percentage that was calling for a pause. Right now, there's nothing. There's no one calling for a pause. Right, no one's factoring in a pause, and now that pause percentage has actually moved over to that we could see another 50 basis point deduction in interest rates. Do I think that's going to happen? 50 basis points, it might. Now, if you guys know, I'm in the process, I mean, you guys probably haven't brought it up in a while, but I'm in the process of buying a house, right? And I been looking at properties and stuff like that, and right now, if you guys are familiar with the 30-year average for a loan right now has jumped up in the last week. I haven't checked in the last few days, but as of the last week, I'm gonna move this screen just so it's not so bright on me. But the 30-day the 30-day fixed mortgage interest rate right now is hovering right below 7%. Absolutely freaking crazy high right now. So think about this, every $100,000 that you're going to get a loan on, your monthly on that $100,000 is $700 if it's at 7%. So imagine going to get a home for $400,000, or let's say you're putting some down, but you're going to get a loan, right? A mortgage of $400,000 at right now's interest rates, you would be paying 700 times 4 a month. Right, so that's just for interest, not even including your your insurances and your principal and stuff like that. So think about that. That's freaking $2,800 in just interest you're paying a month. $2,800 in just interest. Who can afford a payment like that, right? Maybe some of us can, but it would be dumb for you to throw your money away and really do that, right? So right now, prices in my area are still, relatively high for houses. So I put a pause, right? Because I was literally closing on a property. And I was like, you know what? The last minute, I was like, I'm going to stop. I was like, I'm going to pause. I talked to my realtor. I was like, bro, listen, because he's probably watching. He took me out to go see so many freaking properties, and finally, I found a beautiful place, and at the last minute I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait because these interest rates are outrageous. When I started seeing how much I was actually paying for interest, and I wasn't even taking a $400,000 loan, right? But it just just outrageous. What I'm getting to is right now, we're going to go back to this. The point of all that jibber jab was me bringing up that the interest rates right now, you're going to start seeing more of a call of reducing interest rates faster. Trump was talking about this where he wants to reduce interest rates almost instantly down to like 3%. And the reason is because he wants to spark up, the people being able to buy homes. Right now, you have a lot of people that can afford to buy a home, but can't afford the interest rates, right? And that's a big thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw maybe a 50 basis point reduction, maybe not this time around, but maybe in the next coming meetings, right? Where you're going to start seeing those big, we might even see a whole 100% basis point deduction in interest rates come, maybe January, March, right? When he's in office. So things like that can easily move. And not only will that be great for if you're looking for a house, but also that'll be awesome, for the markets as well, because historically speaking, when you start reducing rates, especially reducing them at a rapid pace, risk on assets start to freaking fly, right? So that could be something else that we could see in the next, 4 or 5 months, which that could really catapult us, to even higher highs, right? And, with everything thrown out right now, remember my prediction, was somewhere around March where we've topped out in 2025. Things might change, guys. We might see us rallying, even to the second half of 2025. I mean, it easily can happen, right? Things have changed, guys. I'm telling you, things have changed for the good. Let me jump in on the chat real quick, and then we're going to read an article. I just see Hungry's. I know there's other chats in here, but I see Hungry saying, what is your price prediction for ladies now that Trump has won? It's still the same. Remember, Hungry, I'm not giving out price prediction, but I am going to tell you market cap prediction for like a meme coin like MILADY. Since nothing's changed, I still do believe that we'll break above that $2 billion mark, and I think that we can potentially get to maybe $2 to $10 billion on MILADY. What we need for MILADY right now is we need hype really to start coming in. I saw someone talking about the dev team. Jason said the ladies dev team has been silent for 8 months, just posting memes. When you look at the orders, some is trying hard to keep ladies down. And I agree with that. You see Myro, you see a lot of these big meme coins that are running today, and you see something like MILADY that's only up 3, maybe 4%. It's because we really do need the dev team to step up and really start building up some hype behind the project. There's a solid community behind it. The market cap is so freaking low, right? $54 million. This thing is not going to take much for it to absolutely take off. So real quick, guys, make sure you guys, if you're just joining, make sure you guys slap that like. We got a little over 40 people in here. Let's go. Let's make sure we slap those likes. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Become, join the community. Come in and ask some questions. I got you. And cheers. Salute to you guys. Salute to everybody. Bitcoin freaking making all-time highs, guys. This is a time to be alive right here. And my boy Flip just jumped in the house. What's going on, bro? What is going on? If I miss any of your comments, I'm so sorry. If I miss anything, you guys let me know. 50 people in the house. What is going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Finally getting this thing running again. Finally getting it running. Old said, oh, Crip, I mentioned some news on CAS. What are you talking about? Crip Galaxy mentioned earlier today. Gina said, make sure you put the Discord in the... I'll drop the Discord in the chat. I've been so hesitant. Old, what's going on with KASPA right now? What's the word? All right, I just dropped the Discord in the chat, guys. If you guys are interested, join the Discord. We're always talking about crypto in there. Old said Cass is in talks with Coinbase and supposedly smart contracts first quarter 2025. Hell yeah. Crypto Ricky said, I'll say it again. Elon is going to be Secretary of Department of Government Efficiency. When that happens, Moon City. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Elon, look at him. You guys think that was look at this. They're calling for a $250,000 Bitcoin because of Trump. That'd be awesome. Oh, look at this. Now remember, Trump, I know you love him or you hate him. He did say that his big thing was that he was going to remove Gary Gensler. That would make the markets freaking go crazy. Bitcoin flag above the White House. Whoa. It's a kid-friendly show here. Crypto Twitter is going nuts. Obviously. We pulled up this chart plenty of times, but we'll talk about it again. And this was what is this? Hold on. This isn't the right chart every single time. Oh, this is in a different currency. We need US dollars, bro. You guys remember this? We talked about this story on the channel a lot, and I told you guys this was very big. That this U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis, remember she was proposing on the House. It got denied, I believe, but it sounds like she wants to run it. She's a Republican. Basically quoting again, she's saying that we are going to build a strategic Bitcoin reserve. This right here would be big, very, very big, meaning what they're talking about is they want to start backing the US dollar with Bitcoin, not 100%, but even if it's a 0.1% of trillions and trillions of dollars, at least being held backed by Bitcoin, right? That would be awesome. That would be nothing but awesome, because if the US was to start to do that, then you would see a lot of countries that aren't. There's already a couple countries that are doing it, but you'll see a lot of countries follow suit, particularly in Europe, is what you would see if that was to happen. Let's just read this article real quick, guys. So Trump's win ignites a crypto frenzy that sends Bitcoin to record highs. So the price of Bitcoin hit a new high Wednesday, and crypto-related shares rallied as investors bet that former President Trump's victory in the U.S. presidential election will boon, for the cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin jumped nearly 8% in early trading, climbing above 75,000 and smashing its previous record set in March. Other cryptocurrencies also soared, including Ether, the world's second most popular cryptocurrency by Bitcoin, which rallied 8%. Actually, where is it at right now? Ethereum is actually up freaking 12% right now, guys. 12%. And again, same thing like we called for the other alts that we were talking about. Look at this W pattern. Same thing, right? It hasn't even really, you can see it has broken out, but it really hasn't even broke out like a W pattern normally does, right? So you can see Ethereum up almost 13% for the day. Another token, Dogecoin, rocketed as much as 18% as its favorite cryptocurrency of billionaire Elon Musk, one of Trump's most prominent supporters. Crypto-related shares outran the rest of the stock market. Coinbase, one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges, leaped 17%. Online brokerage Robinhood Market, which offers crypto trading, soared 12%. MicroStrategy, which says it is the largest corporate hoarder of Bitcoin, jumped 10% today. Trump was previously a crypto skeptic, but changed his mind and embraced cryptocurrencies ahead of the election. He has pledged to make America the crypto capital of the planet and create a strategic reserve of Bitcoin. His campaign accepted donations in cryptocurrencies, and he courted crypto fans at a Bitcoin conference in July. He also launched World Liberty Financial, a new venture with family members to trade cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is up 77% for the year. One thing I do want to talk about, or not even talk about, but just bring up, is you guys know that Trump has a son. I always mispronounce his name. Byron. I think it's Barron Trump. The kid, he's like 18 or something around those age. He's a freaking diehard cryptocurrency. He loves crypto, right? That right there is awesome, and I think that's what's been such a big move on, just sparking interest with Trump, right? The guy's a businessman. He knows he can make money off the stuff, but he knows that America can actually make money off of crypto as well, and it can help the dollar, right? Because remember, the U.S. dollar was taken off the gold standard back in 1970, and we're not backed by anything. It's a paper tiger, in a sense, right? If you can say the dollar is actually backed by something, it's probably more backed by oil, right? Gas, oil, particularly, right? They call it the petrodollar, So the fact that you might have somebody that's going to come into office has his son that's so pro crypto, right? That's actually changed the mind of Trump in the last few years, right? This could be a big thing for the crypto space as far as really just, seeing the good out of what we could see for the next president and for the next terms, right? Because think about it, if Trump does really good in the crypto space, we talked about this last night during the election. We saw how big crypto was in this election. Imagine how bigger it's going to be in 2028, right? We didn't get to the level of when they were at the debates. They didn't bring up crypto, right? Because it wasn't the biggest talking point as far as on the debates. But 2028, I guarantee it's going to be, right, where it's going to eventually get brought up, and they're going to ask, all right, what can you bring to the crypto space, to move it, up a notch, or whatever the case may be, right? Things like that we'll probably see on these next coming elections as we move further and as crypto continues to just innovate and build and just become bigger and bigger as we move, So like I tell you guys, it is a beautiful time to be alive. It really is. And if you've been following the channel, right, we've been talking about this for the last year, right? As far as just us seeing this beautiful move towards the end of the year, not even really putting in the politics per se, but really just looking at historical, how we see usually October, November, December during the 4-year cycles being nothing but a beautiful time to be in the crypto space, right? And I think it's gonna flow over into 2025 for the most part, and like I said, my predictions as of pre-election was that we were going to most likely see all-time highs and be up in those areas. Altcoin season, DeFi season, sometime between now and March of 2025, right? And then from there on, we probably have topped out and we start coming down. I might have to change that around, right? Because think about this, if we're running and Trump gets in the office in January, right? And he removes Gary, and you start seeing just a lot more adoption in Congress, in the White House, right? It starts with us, even though there's other countries that are well ahead of us, right, in the crypto space that are like, like El Salvador, like a few other countries that that we've all talked about previously that are basically have already adopted cryptocurrency and are particularly Bitcoin, in their country. We're behind. But you better believe that once the United States really gets behind Bitcoin particularly, and I wouldn't be surprised, Ethereum, Solana as well, you're going to see, like I keep saying, particularly the European countries follow suit. And it is going to turn this asset that right now is at currently 2.5 trillion, will shoot past 10 trillion. And you know what market cap, what commodity is at 10 trillion that we're going to eventually take over is gold. Gold right now is somewhere around 10 trillion. It might be a little bit higher because it has spiked, in the last few months, right? But gold is going to be probably the next asset that we eventually take over as a whole for the crypto space. So like I keep saying, guys, it is a great time. And I know right now, we have a full house in here. That shows you that, everybody is back on it. We're back being bullish as far as in the crypto space. And it just feels good, to be here. So, and I appreciate you guys all being here. Hit that like button. Let's see here. Ricky said, I do want your take on whether you think we'll have more than one meme cycles this run. I mean, I don't know if we're going to have, because when you say multiple cycles, that means that we're going to go on a run and then drop down and then go on another run. I think where we're at right now is we're just going to, even if it's slow and we do see some retracements here and there, I think we're going to, we've already started our ascent towards, this all-time high and us just breaking, that $100,000 level in Bitcoin. And I keep referring back to Bitcoin because we want Bitcoin to get there. We want Bitcoin to get to those levels. Let's check Bitcoin's dominance while I'm saying this. But we want Bitcoin to get to these levels because every time Bitcoin does this, eventually, right, you're going to see the profit taken off of Bitcoin, and it's going to start moving into alts. And that's kind of, even though right now you're looking at Bitcoin dominance, it's at 60.60% right now, right? 60.6%. When we actually, when we get into altcoin season, we pulled up this chart real quick. My boy Lazy just came in and dropped it on you. Lazy, what's going on, brother? My boy, when he starts doing that, he starts dropping them. If you guys are wondering how can you become a member, obviously it's $4.99 to become a member. We have member streams every week, right? We talk about being a better trader, but in order for you guys to receive gifts, right, like that, you have to make sure you're in your settings, and you can. I think it's just like it allows you to receive gifts. It's somewhere in the settings. So, but shout out to Lazy, thank you, brother, on behalf of JDM, Weaver, AI, Racer, and Tim. Just like Jason just said, you the legend, bro. We appreciate that. Appreciate that, brother. But getting back over to Bitcoin dominance, just as of today, right, we've seen a spike, right? Let's go back over here. We've seen a spike in the market cap for the whole crypto space. We're up 9% today, but look at the dominance. It has come down slightly today, which means that, yeah, Bitcoin is doing great. People are still buying Bitcoin, but you're seeing a lot of people coming in now and buying alts again. That money that's been sitting on the side is starting to come in, right? And as we see Bitcoin continue to run, right, it's going to bring that euphoria in, and you're going to see money, yes, coming into Bitcoin, but you're going to see a lot of people, like I always tell you, the newer people that are going to come in, and they're looking at Bitcoin and they're like, hell yeah, Bitcoin's at, 77, 78,000, 80,000, whenever they jump in. They look at it as, I already missed out on Bitcoin. And they start looking at other projects, particularly what do most new people, when they come into the space, what do they buy? They're usually buying a meme coin that they've heard of, that they've seen a YouTuber talking about, maybe it's their friends, whatever the case is. That's usually what they're going to jump in on, is meme coins. That's why the title of the video, the thumbnail, is Meme Coin Season. It's already started, because in my opinion, we've already started. Now, this doesn't mean that we can't see, some retracements here and there. But if everything continues the way it is, right, we could be seeing in the next, from now going on for the next few months, right, how happy would it be, for all of us, we're going through the holidays and your portfolio is up 3 times from where it's at right now, right? Like Lazy over here throwing out freaking memberships. I'm just going to be around the Christmas tree like, you get a gift. You get a gift. Nah, I'm already pretty, I'm pretty good at Christmas time, my daughter especially. I always spoil her, but I'm just saying, like, that's how we're all going to be, as far as like, if we continue down this path that we have right now that we've been setting up. And what's crazy is we've been talking about this for the last few months. We've been talking about this, just the setup. Everything's pointing towards the upside, right? Everything's pointing towards the upside. And, you get faked out because we saw this run up, right? And this was when we were talking about, this is when I was like, listen, everything's pointing towards the up. We start going up and then we saw a dump, right? But it was a big fake out. And imagine anybody that just jumped out and they were like, I'm done, I'm over this, and boom. They're literally sick to their stomachs right now. Last night, looking at the charts, like, holy crap. They were right. Everybody that was saying that this isn't over with, they were right. And now you're seeing that money, coming back, unfortunately for them, but fortunately for everybody that held. So I'm just reading the chat here. Shout out to Lazy again, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Crypto Daddy said, "What do you think about Peanut on Ethereum? Supposed to be getting a MEXC tomorrow. It's too low not to go. Let's pull it up. But you know what? Hey, shout out to Peanut the Squirrel, bro. And I'm not even joking. I'm being serious. Like a sad story right there, man. It really is. Poor little Peanut. Is this the one you're talking about right here? Because there's like, obviously, there's going to be 1,000 different freaking Peanuts right now. Is the market cap... Wait, it's got to be this one. Market cap's at 100... Wait, this is on Solana. Let's see here. Bro, people are shooting off fireworks. Holy crap. What is going on right now, guys? It's like, you could just feel it in the air. It just feels good. Crypto Daddy said it's at... was that 4 zeros and 1 5? Yeah, so it's not this one. My dog's barking. Is it Peanut? No Diddy? Is it Peanut? 4 zeros 1 5? Bro, there's too many freaking peanuts. That sounds weird saying. Let me go over to Ethereum. I wonder if it's like a top trending. Is this it right here? 4 zeros 1. Here it is right here. There we go. This has to be it. I hope whoever dropped this project, and I'm being serious, I hope whoever drops this project, you know they made some good money. They better like donate to these people. Not that money's gonna help them out or anything like that, but and what about the raccoon? Didn't they take a raccoon too? So, I mean, this thing right now, I mean, obviously it's down 44% because, it's running off a hype, right? It's running off the hype off of, everything that's going on. It's been out for, 4 days now? So, if this does get dropped on MEXC, you'll probably see a nice little move. It'll probably break all-time highs, in my opinion. But even right now, you can see the trend. It's making higher lows as it moves, right? So, even though that it's down 44% right now, I mean, it's still technically, it looks like it's bouncing off the 618 right now, making a higher low. So, I mean, definitely still big moves in play. If it can start getting dropped on those bigger exchanges, definitely, it's going to be nothing but a plus, right? So, yeah, poor raccoon. You said it's down because the election's over. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, you got to remember with these meme coins, particularly, and it's not over with, right? It's trending still, top 5 on Ethereum. I'm not saying people are going to forget about this story, right? But you know how everybody is. It's all over social media. But have you noticed, like, you go back a week ago, it was everywhere. You go maybe a few days ago, it's still around. You maybe go on today and it's starting to die down a little bit just because there's, the story's out. Everybody knows, but it's, So what I'm saying is that's probably why, you saw the new drop come out, right? You saw the initial run. Now you saw the this big sell-off as far as people taking profits. If this is the bottom where it's at right now at the 618, this thing's probably going to bounce if it sees that central exchange listing, and you'll probably see it start moving towards the up. And probably, like I said, breaking all-time highs. So volume looks good. I mean, 4.4 million and volume right now, not looking bad at all. So Lifted, what's going on, bro? Said, what are my thoughts on Turbo? Oh, bro, then you must not be around here much, because my thoughts on Turbo is going to be, I honestly believe that Turbo is going to be a big boy meme coin. It already pretty much is, right? But I think that Turbo, just given how much this thing has moved since it's dropped, or I mean really in the last 6 months, this thing is really lit up. So we have somebody in here, Flip. I don't know if he's still in here, but he's very big on Turbo, so we do bring it up a lot. Same thing, like I point out for, the last 10 meme coins that we were talking about, this W pattern, right, that's formed on Bitcoin and a lot of these alts, right? And you can see it's played out towards the up. And you look at Turbo compared, looking at this double bottom that we formed, this was as of just yesterday, right? If you go and see from just yesterday where it's at right now, it's up 33, almost 34%, right? So I think that Turbo is going to be a big, big mover in the meme coins. Definitely one of those meme coins that I think is going to, I don't think it's going to dethrone like Pepe or Doge or anything like that, but, I think when the smoke clears and we're in the middle of altcoin season, Turbo is going to see some big gains. Because if you really think about it, the market cap on Turbo is really, I don't think it's that big, right? Yeah, you're looking at around 240. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the volume. Market cap right now is $600 million, right? So, still not that big. Really not that big, right? That's what she said. But the volume looks great. Looks absolutely great. For a project that has $600 million market cap, the volume being at around $250,000, literally volumes at almost 40% compared to the market cap, like ratio wise, that is awesome. That means that you're seeing a lot of money coming in and out, particularly coming in, it being up 17% today. So, I put Turbo right there with like Myro, Bunk, all these other these meme coins that I think are going to do very well. I want to see MILADY get on these levels, right? Where we're seeing the volume up over $100 million a day. This is the projects. Oh, I was going to say these are the projects that get listed on Binance. Look, Turbo's on freaking Binance. When the hell did this happen? Turbo's on freaking Binance? Holy crap, dude. This has opportunity to really get to multi-billions like up there, bro. I'm definitely, now that I even see that it's on Binance, bro, I am very bullish on Turbo right now. Where else can you buy Turbo? Crypto.com. Interesting. Look at, for the year, Turbo's up 7,000%, bro. Absolutely insane. Yeah, Turbo already is, but it's going to be fucking, excuse my language. Oof, excuse me. Kids, this is a kids channel. You know, YouTube hit me up the other day. I put a it was like on my thumbnail. I was like, I said what the, but I blopped out like the F word, and they hit me up and they were like, bro, yeah, you can't do that. They're like, we're gonna if you don't change it, your video is going down. I was like, all right, sheesh. Thought we lived in a free country here. Just kidding. Ricky said FOMO's getting you. Nah, I didn't say I was buying in on Turbo right now. I'm just saying I didn't know that Turbo. If I would have known Turbo was on Binance a week ago, I would have bought. I 100% would have bought in on Turbo a week ago, right before we started taking off. Because you guys know, and I don't even mean a week ago, just freaking 2 days ago when we made this bottom. You guys know I was buying in on other meme coins, which I'm doing really well on, like Myro. Right now is up like crazy. You know, I'm not upset about. I would have honestly bought Turbo as well, right? Because Flip brought it to my attention a while back, and there was like a freaking month or 2 month period during this right here that like when we pulled up the bubbles for the top 100, Turbo was there every day. Every day, I'm like, bro, what is up with this Turbo? Every day, you know. So I know Turbo is a solid freaking meme coin. For the last like 6 months, it has been ripping. Almost like this project right here, Nero, right? This Nero project has been ripping for the last like 3 or 4 months. I actually want to pull the chart up on this one. Look at that. And look at this chart. And I say the last few months, it's only been out since September per trading view. Right? It's probably been out a little bit longer, but I believe this is an Ethereum-based project. But look at this freaking project. This thing's absolutely ripping. This is what I'm telling you guys. Like, remember just 2 days ago. This thing's up since yesterday, 75%. Remember just 2 days ago, we were talking about, meme coins. And I was like, listen, Bitcoin had, all the attention. And meme coins were just 2 days ago. You can see every meme coin we bring up has this W pattern. They weren't doing the best, right? A lot of meme coins were just down, not really moving, going towards the downside. And I said, listen, let it all play out. This had nothing to do with the elections either. I was like, just let it all play out. Meme coins are going to start popping here soon. And that's exactly what we see. I didn't know it was going to be literally 12 hours later. But I mean, you can see that, majority of these meme coins that we pull up are, ripping right now. So, Amor said, I wish they brought back the drink surge and make it a meme coin. Hey, that might be a good little project to jump in on. Old said, I like the salute on the video cover image yesterday, Crip. You like that, bro? You saw that? When I did, I was like, should I do it serious? Should I do it? I want to do it like, because we are serious around here, but at the same time, like just kind of, this is a safe space for all of us. Ricky said, I bought Turbo at 0.003 and sold the top and bought back in. Nice. I appreciate that, Old. I really do. Yesterday was all about America, right? That's what it was all about. So tomorrow, guys, we have the FOMC meeting dropping. Let me see what time the FOMC meetings drop in. I believe that's around 2:30 tomorrow Eastern Standard Time because it's in Universal Time. I believe it's tomorrow at around 2:30. So if you're wondering, tomorrow or tonight, why are we seeing maybe some slight volatility? Right, it's going to be because we have the FOMC meeting. We're kind of going to be getting off the highs of the election. We're going to be getting into FOMC meeting tomorrow. So you're going to see, a little bit of some volatility. Most likely, us, if we do move up, we're going to come back down kind of thing just because of the uncertainty of, are the Feds going to reduce interest rates tomorrow? How much are they going to reduce interest rates, right? So tomorrow, we'll see how it goes. We'll be streaming the same time tomorrow post FOMC meeting, right? So we'll go over everything that we basically saw for the markets for tomorrow. But just expect, as we're seeing right now, right? We're seeing a little bit of a cool off period. Support level for Bitcoin right now, 75.4, somewhere around that area. That's going to be a previous but very briefly high that we hit yesterday when we were on our way up to making all-time highs. So that 75.4 area, somewhere around there, will be a big spot for some support. If we do break that, we'll be perfectly fine on the let me see on the daily what we have for a moving average. Our moving averages are probably far down on the daily. They are. It's because this is going to take a little while for us to move up. So we're going to go back to the 30-minute, and I'll say for the 30-minute, our moving average, this 50-day moving average, is somewhere around a support level at around the 73.9, right? So those are going to be the two areas that we're going to watch, right? The 73.9 and this 75.4 area. We could easily go to each one of these, right, and still be very bullish and easily see a bounce. So tomorrow, what are we looking for the FOMC meeting? Basically, any kind of reduction in interest rates, whether it's 0.25% or more, good for the markets. If they come out and they say they're pausing, the markets are going to react negatively, right? So just be prepared. Be prepared. Right now, I keep pulling this up, right? We have a 97.5%. Like, this is basically the markets are expecting. This isn't, a sealed deal or anything like that, but the markets are expecting that we're going to see somewhat of a 0.25% basis point at least for tomorrow. So that's all we need to see, and we'll be good, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if and when we get that, and depending on how Jerome Powell's his message comes across, right? If he's acting, dovish, I do think that we're going to probably see the markets break all-time highs tomorrow for Bitcoin, and probably you'll see it in the alts as well. So that's pretty much what we'll wait to see for tomorrow. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. Obviously, we're here every day. Join the squad. I forgot to put the Discord in. There it is right here. If you are active on if you're active on Discord, come join our Discord. Just come in with good intentions. We talk about crypto all the time. I just pinned it to the top. Let me answer some questions real quick. Can you check 4chan? Batman, I haven't seen you here in a while, bro. Been hiding in the shadows. I'm literally typing in your name. What's funny is I was watching a stream. Which one is it? Is 4chan on Ethereum? I was watching a stream yesterday, and someone in the stream was talking about 4chan, and I was like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, it looks familiar. I was like, I could have sworn we brought up that project before. Is it on Ethereum? Yes, Ethereum. All right. I'm guessing it's going to be... Oh, yeah, it is this one. I should have known. So look at that, bro. We haven't pulled... we haven't pulled this project up. You can see the fib retracements all the way back from freaking June. Look at that. But this thing has been kind of respecting the lines as far as this support and resistance level that we pulled up a while back, right? So you can see that you are up about 15%. I would say, like I probably said before, as far as accumulating, not financial advice, but anything below the this 29 level, good spot for accumulation, right? Because you can see, obviously, anything below, if you were able to accumulate, you're doing really well, right? So anything below this 13, the 13 zeros and the 30 level, good spot for some accumulation, in my opinion. As far as numbers, 2.8 million doesn't look bad. Liquidity, not looking bad at all as well, 600,000. So project's still surviving, bro. It's still surviving. Marlon said, can you buy it on CRONOS? What are you talking about? Can you please check Corgi AI and when? Yeah, let's pull up Corgi AI real quick. Corgi's up 16%. So you can see same thing, bounced off this support level. I mean, it broke a little bit below, but you can see it looks like it pretty much found some support somewhere around there, around that 62 level. And you can see, I mean, it's trying to move, right? So not too bad. Volume doesn't look terrible. You know, the market cap, $200 million, is a little nerve-wracking to think that this project, $270 million market cap on CRONOS, is craziness. Volume doesn't look bad, though, as far as this is just through VVS Finance. And you could possibly maybe see somewhat of a potential W pattern that might be forming here, too, as well. So maybe a nice little breakout may be coming. 1240 will be a big spot for some resistance. 1620, next spot for some resistance for Corgi AI. And you can see it's actually, now that I move the fib, it's hitting its head at the 786. So the 786 is going to be a big spot, the 96 area, for a big spot for some resistance. So if you break that 786, you'll probably start taking off. So, and I think this is going to do really well during when we get into altcoin, Memecoin, when we get into DeFi season. There's like so many different seasons, like one of those seasons when the winter comes. When? Oh, I'm sorry, Gina. You asked me about when earlier. I gave you that corny joke and then forgot to pull it up. My bad, Gina. Nice W pattern, right? Looks good. When, you know, right now, what I can say is a couple things, right? A nice little upward trend that you're making, right? You know, but I would still say it's still slowly but surely consolidating as it is making higher lows. So, you know, like we talked about before, Gina, nothing changes. Still traded on a lot of major exchanges. Small market cap. Solana meme. This is a Solana meme coin. OG, you know, came out with Myro and Bunk and all them. I do think this is going to do really well. This is like I always say, it's a sleeper. You don't hear too many people talking about it, but if you know, you know, right? So this could be one of those sleepers that you might see a lot of movement out of nowhere, and people are going to be screaming, win, Limbo, win, you know? And Gina's going to be sitting there. I told you guys, kept telling you. Batman said, love you, no Diddy. I got you, bro. I appreciate you back, bro. Amor said the viewer numbers are going to triple here soon. Let's hope, bro. I'm on my goal. My goal is 10,000 subscribers, and we're on our way there. We're 63% away right now, so hopefully we get there soon. But you know what? I wouldn't be anything without you guys. I really, and not that I am something, you know, this big YouTuber or anything like that, but I do appreciate you guys more than you can even know. I really do appreciate you guys, because if you guys weren't here, then I'd be talking to myself, right? But I'd still be here doing this, talking to myself, because I love crypto, and you guys love crypto, so right, it just works out. Crip, remember a year ago that girl from New York? She'll be back soon. Which one? I don't remember. There's been a couple of them that come in and then they disappear. Gina, you're on the green. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We had a great stream. Another great stream in the books, guys. Like I said, if you're going to take anything from this, remember we have the FOMC meeting tomorrow, right? So just expect maybe some volatility. Maybe the markets might pick up out of nowhere before even the FOMC meeting, because word's out that they're going to be doing that reduction in interest rates. So we'll have to see how it goes, right? We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Make sure you guys hit that like on the way out if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you to the whole squad. Thank you, Lazy. Shout out to Lazy. Thank you, Twan, for dropping the super chat as well. Guys, be safe out there. Enjoy this. We're up like crazy right now. Enjoy it, all right? Not that we're going to be heading down, you know, anytime soon, but I'm just saying, embrace it, enjoy it, all right, guys? I'll see you guys tomorrow.